The screen fades in from black. A low camera tracks across still mangrove water. Morning fog hangs heavy. Sunlight breaks through tangled roots as waves gently hit a damaged speedboat half sunk near the shore. Lucia lies on the muddy bank. Her eyes snap open. She groans, pushing herself up, wet hair clinging to her face. Her jacket is torn. She scans the area fast. Distant police sirens echo, then fade into silence. Lucia pulls out her phone. No signal. Battery flashing red. She exhales, steadying herself. The camera pulls behind her shoulder as she stands, limping toward the boat. She searches the wreck, broken crate, loose rope, a rusted tool. She pockets what she can. Her hands move quickly, practiced. Nearby, birds scatter. Something splashes in the water. Lucia freezes. She crouches, snapping branches and a shard of metal together, crafting a small blade. The sound is sharp but controlled. She grips it, testing the weight. A fishing boat slowly drifts past in the distance. An old fisherman looks over, cautious. "Don't stay near the water," he calls quietly. "Gators come with the sun." Lucia nods once. She pulls out a folded map, kneels, and marks her position with a torn pen tip. Her finger traces inland roads, away from the river. The camera rises as Lucia looks toward the trees ahead. Wind moves through the leaves. The city skyline is nowhere in sight. She tightens her grip on the blade. Lucia turns her back to the river and steps into the forest as the music builds low and tense. The camera opens high above a pine forest, sunlight cutting through tall trees. Wind moves the needles. Birds scatter as Lucia pushes through the undergrowth. She moves low and quiet, scanning the ground. A quick motion, she snares a small animal, swift and clean. She nods, focused. Lucia kneels near a fallen log. She builds a small fire, shielding the flame with her hands. Smoke stays thin, controlled. A radio crackles behind her. A forest ranger steps into view, hand on his radio, eyes sharp. "Careful out here," he says. "Trappers working this zone. Not friendly." Lucia gives a short nod. "Thanks." The ranger steps back, watching the tree line, then disappears into the woods. The fire pops. Footsteps crunch nearby. Lucia freezes. The camera tightens. Shadows move between trees. Voices whisper, low and tense. She kills the fire fast, sliding behind a tree. Her breathing slows. She grips a flare, thumb ready. The footsteps close in. Lucia steps out suddenly and snaps the flare alive. Red light floods the forest. The sudden hiss echoes. "Hey," a voice shouts. Figures scatter, boots pounding away through brush. One trips. Another yells. Then silence. Lucia lowers the flare, eyes locked on the trees until the danger fades. She searches the area, finds drop supplies, upgrades her pack. The ranger returns, impressed. "Smart move," he says, pointing east. "Hidden trail. Leads to clean water." Lucia marks the path on her map. The camera follows as she disappears down the narrow trail, forest closing behind her. Heat shimmers over cracked concrete as the camera sweeps across an abandoned airstrip. Rusted hangars cast long shadows. Cicadas buzz loudly. Lucia steps onto the runway, squinting against the sun. Sweat runs down her neck. She scans the area, then jogs toward a small metal shed at the edge of the field. The door is locked. She crouches, works the latch with her blade. A sharp click. The door creaks open. Inside, dust floats in the light. Fuel cans. A compact drone. Lucia's eyes narrow with focus. She powers the drone up. The camera switches to drone view, rising fast. The airstrip spreads out below. Beyond the grass, a crate sits near a dirt road. Two smugglers stand guard, relaxed. Lucia smirks slightly. She throws a metal bolt across the runway. It clatters loud. The smugglers turn, arguing, moving away from the crate. Lucia sprints. Boots pound dirt. She grabs food and supplies, slings the bag over her shoulder. An engine roars. She jumps onto a parked ATV, hotwires it in seconds, and guns the throttle. "Hey," a smuggler shouts. Gunfire snaps wide as the ATV tears through tall grass. The camera stays low as blades whip past. A truck gives chase but bogs down in mud. Lucia cuts hard, hits a rise, and disappears into the trees. The engine fades. Wind and birds return. She slows, breathing steady, checking her map. Dark clouds roll in as the sun drops low. The camera tracks Lucia running through thick brush while wind bends the trees. Thunder rumbles close. Rain hits hard. Lucia spots a cave opening and ducks inside just as lightning splits the sky. Water streams down the rock walls. Her breath echoes in the dark. A figure moves deeper inside. A nervous hiker steps forward, hands raised. "Easy," he says. "I got lost." Lucia lowers her guard. She shares food, nods toward the fire he built. Rain roars outside. The cave glows orange with flickering light. Distant howls rise. Wolves circle outside, shadows flashing as lightning strikes. The hiker panics. Rocks tumble near the entrance, blocking the exit. Lucia reacts fast. She grabs a loose beam, pries stones aside. Lightning reveals a narrow path behind the cave. "Follow me," she says. They squeeze through as thunder crashes. The wolves scatter. The rain slows. Clouds break. The camera pulls wide as they emerge onto high ground. Far away, city lights glow through mist. The hiker marks a waypoint on Lucia's map. She looks toward the skyline, rain dripping from her jacket. Night drops fast. The screen darkens as clouds cover the moon. Crickets and water movement fill the air. Lucia moves through shallow wetlands, boots sinking softly. She stops, checks a compass, then looks up at the stars breaking through clouds. Eyes glow red near the waterline. She slows, crouching low. A gator slides beneath the surface, barely making a ripple. Lucia waits, then steps around it, breath held. A small canoe rests in the reeds. She eases into it, paddling slow and silent. Water parts smoothly. A radio crackles in her pocket. "Rescue possible, lighthouse, after midnight." Lucia looks ahead. A lighthouse beam sweeps across the fog. She ducks as light passes overhead. Guards talk on the dock, relaxed but alert. Lucia times the beam, paddles between shadows, and slips past. She ties off quietly, plants a small marker near the rocks. An alarm chirps once. Guards turn. Lucia pushes off hard, disappearing into the dark water. Waves swallow her trail as the lighthouse beam drifts away. Her breathing slows. The stars return. Moonlight filters through trees as Lucia moves along a muddy path. The camera lowers, revealing fresh footprints behind her. A branch snaps. Flashlights flick on. Smugglers step out from both sides, calm and confident. "She's close," one whispers. Lucia backs toward a narrow clearing. Her hand drops a small trap. A soft click. Smoke bursts. The scene fills with white fog. Shadows scatter. One smuggler coughs and stumbles. Lucia strikes fast, knocking him down. Another rushes her. The camera swings tight as fists trade quick, clean blows. The fight ends with one final shove. Silence returns. Lucia opens a fallen pack. Medicine inside. She exhales. Nearby, a wooden cabin stands dark. She enters, locks the door, and sets the supplies down carefully. Outside, rain slows to a drizzle. Birds begin calling. Lucia sits by the window, eyes heavy but alert as dawn nears. First light paints golden streaks across rolling fields. The camera pans over Lucia crouched beside a dirt bike, hands grease-stained as she tightens bolts and checks the chain. She pours fuel carefully, eyes scanning the horizon. A distant rumble, police cruisers patrol the main road. Lucia frowns, maps the area with quick glances. She kicks the bike to life. The engine roars. She speeds down a narrow dirt trail. Tires kick up mud. The camera swings low, capturing each bounce over roots and rocks. Highway blocked. She veers off-road. A creek jumps into frame. Without hesitation, she hits the throttle, the bike soaring over water and landing hard. Sugarcane sways wildly as she weaves between stalks. The camera tracks behind, showing dust and morning mist. Sirens fade, she's lost her tail. A figure waves ahead, a farmer, hat low, holding a fuel can. "Need a refill?" "Road ahead safe," he says. Lucia nods, smiling faintly. She refuels, marking the route. Sunlight warms the fields, glinting on the bike's metal. Her posture straightens, hope restored. Sunrise spills gold and pink across calm water. The camera glides over rippling waves toward a lone lighthouse perched on a rocky shore. Lucia arrives, boots crunching on gravel. Her jacket is torn, face streaked with dirt, but a small, satisfied smile plays across her lips. She leans on the railing, catching her breath. From the trees, the ranger emerges, hands on hips. "You made it," he says, nodding. "Smart choices out there." A small supply crate drifts ashore. Lucia hauls it up. She unpacks tools, rations, and notes her successes. A drone hovers, capturing the sunrise, casting shimmering reflections across the water. Boats pass in the distance. Lucia waves, feeling calm and accomplished. The camera circles her, showing the vast expanse she conquered. She mounts her bike, turns toward the city skyline glowing faintly in the morning light. Wheels kick up dust. The camera lifts to a wide aerial shot, Lucia riding through fields and forests, stronger, wiser, and ready for what comes next.